So, hello guys, how are you? Hopefully, you all are doing great. Here I am Tannu Panchal in front of you from lawminds. Today I am going to explain you about what custom duty is, about its type, and about some definitions and about some related cases to custom duty. So, guys, without wasting our time, let's get started. So guys, basically what custom duty is. Custom duty is basically is a type of charge or tax. When we import some goods or commodity or product from another country to our country, and when it reached to our country, then a tax, or we can say it, a charge is levied upon that particular good, and we have to pay it. That particular charge which is levied upon that particular good is called as custom duty. For instance, India and America are doing a trade with each other. When a country imports goods or any commodity or product from a country, when it is reached to a country, then there is a tax levied upon that good or commodity or product. This tax is known as custom duty. There is a separate department which will engage with the work related to custom duties. That department is known as custom department. I'll repeat it again. That department is known as custom department. There is also an officer is appointed to take care or handle all things related to customs. That officer is known as custom officer. I'll repeat it again. That officer is known as custom officer. The duty of custom department or custom officer is to keep eye on people and the commodity or product which were imposed to a country. They check that the product was legal or illegal, or product weight and quantity and quality of product. According to weight and quantity of product, they will levy custom on product. If the product were illegal, then it were not allowed to import. If a person is not able to levy custom, then the product is not given to him or her. The good is given to him only when he will pay the levied value of tax. Now we'll discuss about its origin, guys. Its origin is not recently, it's not in existence or from recently some years or some decades. It's in existence from very ancient time. We can say that we can say it in Hindi, Raja or Maharaja's time. It's in existence from that time, and further this process is continuous day by day, and it is enhanced in nature, and it is continuously so far. Later on, in order to maintain that procedure in legal or in right form, there will be need to make an act. As a result of it, there is an act enacted as the Custom Act. It will change to monarchy to democracy. Now we'll discuss about types of custom duty. First one is basic custom duty, which is also known as BCD as in short form. Section 12 of the Custom Act, which told about the basic custom duty. Custom duty basically is applicable on all imported goods in any of the country. The rates of the basic custom duty is prescribed in Schedule of Custom Tariff Act 1975, which is depend on country. Basically, it was 10 to 15%. The next one is countervailing duty, which is also known as additional custom duty. Countervailing duty is equal to central excise duty that is levied on similar good, which goods were produced within the India or in any country, which goods are manufactured in India, and that excise duty levied upon it. The same rates were levied upon countervailing duty on imported goods, and the calculation of these goods based on aggregated value of goods, including basic custom duty. It means basic custom duty is added into it, and then countervailing duty will charged as per the prescribed rate. Next one is protective duty. Section 6 and 7 of the CTA were impose these duties which seems fit for the protection of domestic industries. Protective duties is imposed to basically shield the domestic industry arise import. It means that this duty is levied in order to protect the competition so that no one cannot defect domestic industry and they will manufacture more and more in the domestic country in their domestic industries. Now the fourth one is safeguard duty. Section 8b of the CTA explain about the safeguard duty when some goods are imported from one country to another country and which is more in quantity and quality and injury or damage is caused to goods, then in order to solve this problem the safeguard duty is implied and came into existence. It is only levied in the circumstances when the injury is actually or really caused to the goods. Now the fifth one is anti-dumping duty. Section 9 of the CTA levied the anti-dumping duty. This duty is levied upon the goods which were imposed to India with the intention of dumping. Next one is Goods and Services Act, which is also known as GST, and it is introduced recently in 2017. This is mentioned in section 3 subclause 9 of CTA. This tax is levied on the goods and services which is supplying within the territory of India. Its objective is to compensate the state for the losses as much as possible. They have occurred while owing to the introduction of GST. Now the next one or seventh one is Integrated Goods and Services Tax, IGST. Section 3 subclause 7, which is newly amended, explain the IGST, Integrated Goods and Services Tax. This tax is levied in addition to BCD, Basic Custom Duty, which is earlier told to you by me, and also to the additional duty if it were imposed. Now the next one and the last one is Social Welfare Surcharge. SWS is levied at the rate of 10% of the aggregate of custom duties payable on import of goods and not on the value of imported goods. I hope guys you will understand about the custom duty and its type. Now let's move further. We'll discuss about custom stations. Basically custom stations, there are three type of custom stations, namely custom water port, custom airport, custom land port. Basically these are the way from one country can import or export good from one country to another country. There are three ways of trade, we can say it trade or import or export good from one country to another: water port, airport or land port. Next sections. Charging section. Section 12 told about charging section. It is charging section of tax. It said custom duty shall be levied at such rates as may be specified under this act on all the goods imported into and exported from India. Next one is including goods. Section 12 subclause 2 told about the goods which were included into it. It told that it included both type of goods, whether it is government good or non-government goods. Third one is India. Section 2 subclause 27 define the word or term India as India includes territorial water of India. Basically it told about the boundary or line which is limited or finalized by our country. It means that if that line is crossed, then that country have to pay the imported tax to a country if they get enter into a finalized or limited line or boundary. Then conveyance. Section 2 subclause 9 explain conveyance as conveyance include vessel such as sea, port, aircraft or vehicle. Basically these it is told about the 3 custom station as we read just before 2 minutes above. Next one is movable property. Section 2 subclause 22 said vessel, aircraft, vehicle, storage, fuel, tools, baggage, currency and negotiable instrument and other kinds of movable property. Now let's discuss about some definitions such as coastal good and transit of goods. First one is coastal goods. Coastal goods are goods which were other than important goods transported in a vessel from one port in India to another port. I'll repeat it again. Coastal goods are goods which were other than imported goods transported in a vessel from one port in India to another port. Transit of goods. These goods should be mentioned in transit goods and the import general manifest. They are allowed whether custom to be transit through Indian port without payment of duty. I'll also repeat it again. These goods should be mentioned in transit goods and the import general manifest. They are allowed whether custom to be transit through Indian port without payment of duty. Now we'll discuss some case about related to custom duty. The first one is of the Commissioner of Services Tax Delhi versus Quick Hill Technologies Limited 2022 614 Supreme Court. Basically following acts are lying under in this case judgment such as Custom Act, Custom Tariff Act 1975, Andhra Pradesh General Sales Act 1957, Architect Act 1972, Central Excise Act 1944. I'll repeat it again. Central Excise Act 1944, Constitution of India, Finance Act 2008, Intellectual Property Laws, Sales of Good Act 1930. The another one is of Union of India versus MS Unicorn Industries 2019 855 Supreme Court. Here following acts are lying under in this case judgment as Custom Act, Central Excise Act 1944, Additional Duties of Excise Goods of Special Importance Act 1957 and the last one is Finance Act 2003. So let's conclude this session. Basically custom duty is that when we will going to import something or some good from another country to our country, and when it will reach to our country, then a tax or charge is levied upon that particular good which is imported from another country to our country, and we'll have to pay that tax, and that tax is known as custom duty. Custom duties are charged by special officers, and special departments were also set up by government which meant to protect domestic industries business. Custom duty depend upon custom officer. He may also reduce the value of taxes or rates of taxes according to the quantity and quality of goods. So guys, it's all for today. I hope you will came to know about what custom duty is, about its type, and also I'll also make it easy by explaining you about some cases related to custom duties. So guys, if you have any doubts, so please do not hesitate to ask or resolve your queries. Please do mention your queries into comment section below, and if you like it, then please do like and subscribe and comments into this video. And if you are new to our channel, then please do subscribe our channel also. So bye bye guys, it's all for today.